So, ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is the one and only Wes Scantlin, of course, the lead singer of Puddle of Mudd. You remember from the days of Come Clean, Life on Display, and then all the way up into Welcome to Galvania a couple years ago with the song Uh-Oh. Wes, thank you so much for joining the show.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely.
So what we kind of wanted, where we want to kind of steer to is let's start at the beginning of Puddle of Mudd and what it took for Puddle of Mudd to get from what you would consider local band status to getting that label to getting to where you guys were. I mean, you couldn't turn on the radio without hearing a Puddle of Mudd song.
Yowza. Way back, 93, there was a cruddy old, just, brick building right by the levee by the Missouri River under the Broadway Bridge in downtown Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas. And I went down there and I was trying out as a guitar player for kind of a maybe getting put together type local band. So I was definitely into like writing my own songs already at that point. So I was sitting there showing Sean Salmon, the OG bass player for the Puddle, and he was playing the bass, and Jimmy and Kenny walked downstairs from the second floor, and they were like, anybody in here sing? And I was just like, yeah, I can sing, man, fuck it, so it all kind of started out like that, and then there was a massive flood, and then we just called it Puddle of Mudd. So and then we we toughed it out for many years, and it had kind of fizzled this way and it fizzled that way, and obviously being in a local band, it's not going to pay the freaking bills, and people have families and people have have actual jobs and stuff like that, and so it was people just basically just kind of said, hey, I'm not going to be able to do this anymore. So and then I was basically down to I basically just thanked God and said, hey, I appreciate all the great times, and I'm gonna move down here to New Orleans and start bartending down in the French Quarter, which would have been really fun. And right before me and my ex-girlfriend were cruising down there to pick up her daughter, the night before that we left, my friend came over and he took me to a Family Values concert. And when I got there, I had actually brought a demo tape that I actually had made for me by a fan, this girl named Leishan. And she sent it to my house, and I got it, and I took it with me, and we jammed it all the way to the Family Values concert. Went in there, and my good buddy Barron, he came up and he had two fake backstage passes, and he had been talking to Fred Durst, head security guy, and he said he wanted to meet me. So we went down there, and the fake backstage passes worked, thank God. And I gave it to Fred's head security and told him to have fun throwing it away and bye-bye. And then, a week later in Mobile, Alabama, I got a text, and Fred Durst was like, yeah, man, you gotta come to Los Angeles, man, because we want to sign you up. So I was super happy and excited, and went straight to the freaking New Orleans airport and got on a plane and went straight to Los Angeles. So it was incredible to
I didn't realize some of that had happened down here on the Gulf Coast.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I didn't either. I think I remember Mobile as being part of the story, but I thought like remember reading it in the magazines like you had thrown it up on the stage or something, you know, like I
That,
always wonder how real those are.
yeah, that was a Stone Temple Pilot concert. There was a lot of different concerts that I would go to that I would, you know, like kind of just gently as possible, like throw a CD up onto the stage, and you never know, maybe somebody call you back, maybe not, but it was worth a shot. And you know, we partied and had a great time and had a great show, and all, you know, you know, it didn't really matter, but it was just like a little bit, I don't know, just whatever.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
there, can, man.
yeah. Not gonna
Plus,
lose
no
anything
internet.
from this.
No internet at all.
Yeah, kids nowadays don't understand that. What was on the demo? Do you remember? Like what songs?
Yeah, there was there's about 25, 30 songs on the demo tape, and that would have consisted of the first demo album. I don't know. I would consider it actually an album, but most you know, like record execs would call it a demo, you know. So anyway, Stuck, all of Stuck was on there. All of Abrasive, the second record, Abrasive was on there, and some other songs that I had put together, and you know, like you know, Hate Sex and Pussy Perfume, and just a lot of different yeah, like Down on Me, and there's I don't even know, man. I'd have to actually call Fred because I think he's still got the tape, man. I think, yeah, he's got it in like a, you know, lockbox or something.
Oh, dude, that would be killer to hear that. Like he must have went deep too if it had that many songs. Like he gave you the time. Like he listened to it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I think that they had to go to a pawn shop to get actual, you know, like a get blaster.
Yeah,
Just to listen to the demo tape.
yeah, yeah. Kids don't understand that nowadays either. What probably we're even talking about, but it was before CDs. Just don't worry about it. Yeah,
they're all like, huh?
yeah, exactly. Well, so that happens, right? And then Kevin can probably pick up better here because y'all put the first record out, man, and it was just like exploded, right? Like Kevin said, Kevin, you were in radio at the time, right? You know better or as good as anybody.
Yeah, and like I said, it was one of those, and when those songs came out, Control and all of that, it was you guys took over radio. And no lie, that's my opinion on it. You took over radio every time, and no matter what rock station you turned on, at least within the first hour, you heard a Puddle of Mudd song. And that was just absolutely amazing how that happened. And it sucks that can't happen nowadays very often. But you guys did it, and you kept going for what seemed for years, for a while. And then the ultimate song, She Fucking Hates Me, comes out.
Yeah.
And I didn't think a band could explode any further than what they had already done. And then that song just took you into a whole different stratosphere. So give us a little bit of that ride when all of that happened. How was that for you personally?
It was, you know, it's amazing. You know, it's a bunch of happy times and just a bunch of really killer moments. You know, She Hates Me was written many years ago by me and Jimmy Allen, the original guitar player for Puddle of Mudd. God bless him. And yeah, I mean, it was just incredible. And that, I mean, it just kept going too. You know, Blurry just kind of like really exploded. And shoot, there's a lot of songs that have done well. So
Yeah,
there is no doubt about that. And
I'll pat myself on the back. I like to do that every once in a while.
you earned it for sure on that.
absolutely.
Yeah, going from like you mentioned, because every guy that's ever been in a local band, I'm sure, can relate to you know, hey, I can't do this anymore. A guitar player quits, got to go back to work or whatever. But not everybody gets to the level that you were at where, like Kevin's saying, you were crushing every single radio station, even like with Blurry. I'm sure Kevin crossover, right? That made crossover stations, not just rock. You know, what's that like to be on the big bus and just have everything you ever wanted? Is it, you know, not everybody gets to taste that.
Yeah, you know, the thing that's kind of a little funky about the whole situation was that we were on like a tour bus, and we kind of like, we didn't really have a radio, we didn't have a radio. Like we didn't really listen to radio stations, like going from in and out of town through town. So most of the time, Paul Phillips would like, you know, get a phone call, or I don't know. It was just, I don't know. Because we were in Europe, and we were going all over the world, and things were just exploding. And we kind of really didn't even really know, like, sort of, you know, we just didn't really actually see a lot of it happening or hear a lot about it happening, you know?
Yeah. It's like a whirlwind, I'm sure, right? And you're caught up in the middle of it, just night after night.
Yeah. Just trying to take care of your health and your voice, and trying to get as much sleep as possible. And fortunately, I didn't need as much as I do these days, but yeah, we were having a great time, man.
Well, so now we've moved on, and you've had those few albums, and then last year what was it, 21 last year or 2019? 2019 is when that last album came out.
Yeah, welcome to Galvania.
Yes.
I did really well, man. Yeah.
Well, I could tell I loved Uh-Oh. You came out the box with Uh-Oh, and I was like, man, this is an old Puddle of Mudd here. I loved it. The video was great, and everything was there. And it started to grab traction again for you guys, and I was getting excited. And now we're into 2022, and you're getting ready to do some new stuff. So tell us about what's coming new.
Well, the new record right now is being mixed and produced right now by John Kurzweg. Amazing engineer, songwriter, producer, and he did the Come Clean album, and he did half of the Life on Display album, and he's actually probably working on it right now, actually. And he's just a wonderful, awesome guy, and very song oriented. And he recorded he's recorded many awesome bands. He did Creed's records. I think the first 2 or 3 records he did with Creed, which was, you know, Omega Insane.
Yeah.
Super stoked for Scott. You know, I'm super happy we got to play a show with him, and I almost started crying. I was so happy for the guy, you know.
Yeah. The new stuff that he's put out too. Kevin and I played it. It's good stuff as well.
I gotta hear that, man. Is that out?
Well, when I say new, I don't mean like maybe the stuff that's about to come out. I mean like what was his last release, Kevin?
I'd have to pull it up to remember. If you'll give me a second, I'll get it up real quick.
Yeah, I remember the video is already out. Like this is probably 2 years old at this point.
Oh,
anyway.
Shit, okay. I gotta see. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's legit. But he's also on the road too. So are you back out touring now, right? You're playing shows?
Yeah, we're playing this weekend. We're gonna be in Florida, and then we're gonna be in South Carolina. And heck, we're playing with Hardy. We're playing this with this. We're actually playing like a country, like some kind of a country. I don't know. It's the Hardy guy. He sings Blurry a lot. He's like, you know, he pumps up Blurry, like he sings it like every night. So we're gonna play a show with that guy, and that should be really fun. And you know, there's a song on the new record which I'm like tentatively calling Octopussy, but I don't know. I might change the name, but I think I like it, you know, because I don't know, it kind of sticks. But yeah, there's a country song that I wrote. It's called Butterface. So, and
I'm noticing a bit of a theme here with the
you
title,
guys
right?
to yeah, you're gonna just go, wow, that you know, it was all really in good fun and in good faith, and you know what, it just really worked out, and it's charming, and it's very very catchy, and people will get just a big kick out of it. It's just, you know, it's just all in good nature.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the best. Just having fun.
Yeah, that's where the good jams come from, right?
Right.
Is like just right off the cuff, no plan, it just comes out. But we mentioned like with the hit songs that you've had, but like the music game has changed since then, right? So it's totally different now. Bands don't get quite signed like they used to anymore, and no one buys albums really. What is it like now putting out music, having been in the game when it was the good old days, right? Compared to like now where it's downloads and streams. What's your take on that?
Well, I think it's great, man, really. Especially for young artists. You know, like it's a huge platform. I mean, it's just monster. It's just amazing, you know. I wish that when I was coming up, it would have, you know, been, you know, available at that point. But, you know, we were going to like, you know, Xerox copying machine play and taking the S10 Chevy pickup, you know, with flyers and stuff. And I'm, you know, like going down, North Oak freaking highway and, you know, Kansas City, and just coming up to stoplights and just like, you know, passing flyers. If, you know, that's how we were doing it, you know, we're just flyering everywhere.
Yeah.
I swear, man, it was fun. And we had a great time. I mean, we were always totally full of ice cold beer. That's for sure.
There you go.
Yeah, the kids in their 20s now are like still trying to put all this together. But kids, it was before the internet, right? You couldn't just share it. You couldn't just upload it and share it out and blast everybody on your social media shit, you know? But there's two sides to that, like you say, and you're someone who can remember what it was like to not have it. So it ain't all bad, kids. You know, people complain and don't like this or that about it, but it definitely is a lot easier to distribute your shit right nowadays when you can just put it out. Is there plans for the new music? Kevin and I talk about this a lot. Is there plans to do single releases? You know, like almost like an EP, a song at a time, song video.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea to me, man. You know, because everybody's moving so fast paced now. Why not? You know?
Yeah.
Just release it and let everybody get a nice little feel of it. If it catches on and people are dancing and having a good time and feeling the music and, you know, rocking and jamming and, you know, hipping and hopping and twerking and working, you know, God bless it, and so be it, you know. And yeah, I wouldn't have a problem doing that, but, you know, I'm still gonna do like an entire record, you know, an entire LP. So, you know,
I love it.
Yeah,
really,
I'm with you on that.
I'll do 2 albums. I mean, I have so many songs, it's like ridiculous.
So I had to, Jared, you were talking about the hits. I sitting here, I was just writing them down as they were coming to my head as the ones that I could remember. And we're just going to run down a small list real quick of Puddle of Mudd. You ready?
All right. Yeah.
So you got Blurry, Control, She Hates Me, Drift and Die, Psycho, Away from Me, Spin You Around, Already Gone, and Famous, just off the top of my head. I don't know of many bands that can name that many radio hits that quick.
Yeah, Spin You Around and Stoned was one. I think that was number 1 too, I think. And Famous, yeah, and then Spin You Around, Heel Overhead.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is like it's almost like they didn't go number 1. Like like they're crap or something. But a lot of people like listening to Heel Overhead, and a lot of people love Spin You Around, and
Yep.
We Don't Have to Look Back Now was a wonderful song to do with Eve Six, the band Eve Six. They're great guys, and that's a special great song. And that did really well. I mean, heck, it's, that's played in, CVS's and McDonald's and Rogers and Verizon wireless stores and gas stations all over the whole world, man. Right along with Blurry and Jiminy Christmas. There's even more than that. Sheesh. But you named off a bunch of them.
Yeah, for sure. Kevin, I think he froze again. Yeah, we lost Kevin again. He'll be back.
You frozen.
Yeah, he looks like he's deep in thought right now, so we'll just keep him up there. There he is. Hold on, we'll pull him out. There he goes. All right. What you mentioned Florida. Where are you going to be in Florida and what date?
Florida, we're going to be there Friday. And that's going to be in starts with
Fernandina.
Fernandina.
At the Sadler Ranch.
Yeah, and that's probably by the water or by the ocean, maybe.
You can't go much places in Florida without being by the water.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's great though.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that place, Kevin. Where is that at? Like in relation to, is it Panhandle? Is that South Florida? Where is that?
I'm gonna have to look myself.
Oh, you said it so confidently. I thought you knew.
Because I was
Fernandina.
I had it pulled it up on the. It is actually in the. Wow. So it's on the East Coast. Wow, just northeast of Jacksonville. It's like,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's right.
It's right there, baby.
It's on the line of Florida and Georgia right there. So right on the East Coast, right on the beach.
Do y'all have anyone on tour with you, or is this you just y'all are spearheading it by yourself?
I like you guys were saying earlier before we started this interview. You were saying helping out like new up and coming and starving artists and stuff like that, and we we like I like to just tour, just basically with Puddle. I don't really like to want to tour with any other type bands, but we are going to be doing the Mud Fest again. But yeah, I mean, we let the local, there'll be some regional, local, hot cats and gals, and let them get up there on the stage and steal our crowd, man, if they want to.
There you go. See, he knows how the game works.
Right. And I will tell you this, if we could find a way of getting you guys to Biloxi for all of that.
Yeah.
We promote shows too. So we'll be glad to have you down here.
We'll go Mudfest, man. I'm getting ready to fire it up. Actually, I'm getting ready to call my booking agent and tell him we need to just keep this Mudfest going.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great to get you down here on the Gulf Coast in Mississippi. But
yeah,
love that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Where are you most active online? If people want to, keep up to date with the new stuff, where you're going, is there a social platform that you use more than others?
You know what? I've been checking TikTok out, man. It's insane. It's very educational thing. I'm on there, and then I don't know. I just kind of dabble in the interweb a little bit. I'm usually writing, but you can always get a hold of me at puddleofmudd.com. And yeah, my people will be there helping me out and helping me answer some questions and shit like that.
It's always nice to have those people.
Yes, for sure. For sure. And like we mentioned to you also, man, you got new music coming out. Let us know. We'll give it the full red carpet rollout on the Sound 228 radio.
All right. I appreciate you, man. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we appreciate your time. Unless Kevin, you got anything else, man? I know you froze up.
Well, you know how I am, and I always talk about it. And I was like, you know what? This is one of my favorite pictures too. So I always got to put that up.
Yeah. That's
that was
cool.
That was at CPR Fest in Biloxi.
Was that an auditorium?
Oh
yeah, that
that's-
was in the Coliseum in Biloxi, and that I think that show had Shine Down on it as well, and Kitty, I think, was on that.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was way back.
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
Awesome. Well, you look good, man.
well, thank you. So do you.
yeah.
So
Thank you.
now
Well,
it's just come back to
You know that me and him were looking good. I'm just kidding.
but you
I
can
love
come-
it, bro.
we got to get you back to Biloxi. So Mississippi Gulf Coast loves Puddle of Mud. We want you back.
Right on, man.
Well, dude, we appreciate your time, and you have a wonderful night, and good luck on the road out there, man.
Right on, guys. Thank you so much, man. Have a good night. God
All
bless
right.
you.
You.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Love it.